Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, hopefully some more people are coming. This is my motivational morning. It's not no garbage. I'm going to do an update later on Shanquilla. Boy, that name. I'll do that later, but right now I'm just coming on here to do Motivational Monday. I had promised someone that I would touch on this subject who's having a hard time. Make sure you guys like this video. Diva should be in here in a minute, and I'm going to knock this out the box. I'm not going to be too long. But I told you someone wrote me and they asked me how could they find their purpose in life. Now, I know how. Good morning, beautiful queen. Have a blessed day. I know how I found my purpose. I found my purpose because your purpose is actually your passion. God gives everyone a gift. You have to see what your gift and talent is, and then you have to sharpen it. So every day you have to work on it. It's a craft. So the more you do something, the more you enjoy doing it, you get passionate about it. That's actually your purpose. My purpose is to motivate, to help people. My purpose is to bless people. So it's a lot to me, but I don't know about other people. But I found my purpose. But for one, if you're a broken person, and I'm just going to go here. If you are broken and you can't seem to get out of a rut, because of your past or your current situation, there's things you can do. Now, for me, I told you long time ago that when I found myself getting stuck or being a little depressed, I just couldn't find a way out. So I had to use tools that I had learned on my own because I didn't seek counsel because I wasn't that deep into depression. Some people need to seek counseling and they need help. They need medications. They need tools and techniques to help them get past their depression or to help them deal with it. Now, for me, I learned a couple of things. I had to get out. I couldn't just lay around. When I found myself getting deep, I had to make sure that my shades or my curtains was drawn, opened and see sunlight. And then I had to get out. Sometimes I would just go and I would sit in the mall and eat lunch and just watch people go by, because I didn't want to stay in the house and get in a sunken place. Everybody can't, do what I did. But one thing you can do, and this is something I have been working on. I told you I took a little break from YouTube because some things was happening in my life and I was trying to grab a hold to them. And I had to figure out a way. How can you motivate yourself? How can you uplift yourself? How can you inspire yourself? And I remember in the Bible, they talked about, I want to say it was David. Was it David? Somebody help me. Yeah, David inspired himself. He looked in the mirror and he inspired himself. And that's what I would implore people to do. Inspire yourself, uplift yourself, motivate yourself, speak to yourself. Because first of all, you have to know who you are. You have to be solid in who you are. Everyone is not solid. So I start speaking affirmations. And the more I spoke those affirmations, the more I became that person. So if you're broken and all you sit around and say, yeah, I'm in the slump, I can't get out, I'm no good, I have no money, I don't do this, I don't do that, my life is like this, that's the energy you bring into your life. Everything is about energy. Our whole makeup is energy. The universe. You speak those things into the universe. So I had to stop speaking negative things into my life because the more I dwelled upon what was not good, what was not happening for me, and what situation I was in, the bigger my problems became. You have to shut that down. Sometime you have to shut that down. And the only way to shut that down is to speak life and wisdom into yourself. And I'm telling you, I was so unhappy, I cried constantly. I didn't like my situation. I don't know if I told you, a lot of shit has happened to me in these last couple of years. And I was just rolling with the punches. I was just functioning, you know, and then I wasn't happy. So I said, how can you make yourself happy? How can you come on YouTube every day and try to uplift and motivate, inspire someone else, and you're kind of feeling down yourself? So I had to shift. I had to go in a new direction. Everything I thought negative, I tried to find something positive to offset that negativity. And it started working. It started working so well for me, I started seeing things come into fruition. Things that I had hoped for, things that I had prayed, things that I had spoke about. So it's very important. If you feel like you're broken, you're stuck in the rut, start speaking into your life. Do affirmations. If you don't know how to do affirmations, if you don't meditate, there are plenty of videos on YouTube, right here on YouTube, you can get. You must encourage yourself. See, no one knows your troubles but you. So you know what's going wrong in your life. You know what's happening. So you have to fix those. I can't come on here and expect someone to fix my brokenness. I have to try to fix my brokenness myself. And the best thing that I've learned for me that works for me, and I know it will work for you, because the more you speak wisdom and life into yourself, the more you become alive. The more you beat that same drum of what you don't have, where you're not at, what you're past about, the more that negative energy will come into you. You know, here's a little story, and Diva know this to be true, right? My youngest son just got married a couple of months ago, and it seemed like everything in the world was going wrong. You name it, everything. Car got towed with all their wedding gear in there. Grandpa fell down and broke his shoulder, wrist, and had I think he had trauma to his head, so they had to rush him to the hospital the night before the wedding. When everything, I tell you, when you start focusing on negativity and you highlight that, that's what happens. I was telling my son, and even the more that they were speaking negative, my son, his actions was negative, the more things start happening bad, because you are calling that energy into your life. And just as you call that negative energy into your life, you can very well call positive energy into your life. And so I told him, I said, son, I tell you all the time, he's one of them that I try to keep motivated and keep, pushing him in a positive direction, because he's not where he wants to be in life. But I can't fix that for him. The only thing I can do is try to speak life into him. But he must speak life into himself. So in the morning, I send him motivational videos. I send him affirmations. And I said, son, just do this. Just do this. Be consistent in doing this, and you'll see how your life will change. And for a fact, it has happened. And every time he go to say something negative, I said, shut it down. It only take a second or two for you to change your direction. If you think in negative, it only take a second or two for you to shift that into something positive. In every negative situation, now catch this, and this is a fact, in every negative situation, there's something positive that you can get out of it. You may not see it then, but as time goes by, if you recall whatever situation it may have been, you said, man, I learned this from that. Or, wow, I didn't see this. Oh, that's what that meant. Because let me tell you something. Good and bad will exist. Positive and negative will exist if you allow it to exist. But you have to sway more to the side of being positive. And so I speak life and wisdom into myself. I do. That's the only way I can overcome something. So for that person who asked me about their purpose and why they can't triumph over their trials is because you are focusing on your trials and tribulations. You are focusing, honing exactly on where you at right now. Just because you delayed does not mean you're not destined for greatness. I say that all the time. You're still destined for greatness. You have to take steps towards greatness, so your life will become what you want it to be. You want somebody else to fix you. I can't fix you. I only could come on here and tell you what works for me. And affirmations and meditation works for me. Believe it or not, speak life. Get into that mirror. When you brushing your teeth, and I hope you brush your teeth, and I hope you wash your face. But use that time to start speaking life into yourself. You'll see the difference. You'll see. I had to start, and this may sound crazy. Good morning, Trina B. I had to start putting my mind in a happy place, pretending like I had what I wanted, what I desired, that I was already living in that space in order for me to be happy, because I was so unhappy. So I had to start playing imagination. Imagine if you was. Imagine if you had it. Imagine, and I started doing that. So I started picturing greatness for myself. And as I pictured more and more greatness, I was calling those things into my life, into existence. I was moving towards being great. I'm still moving towards being great. Oh, I'm far from where I want to be, but I know that I'm doing actions and I'm moving forward. I got out of that zone. Oh, I don't have this. I don't have, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, I can't believe this is happening to me at 60 years old. Shit was just happening. And I had to grab a hold to. Things are going to happen in our life. If you're traveling and you traveling at a pace that you're just so comfortable, and all of a sudden you hit a detour and you don't know which way to go, you have problems. Because in our lives, we're going to have stumbling blocks and we're going to have detours. We need to figure out which way is next. So when you pull in all that negative energy, you creating more and more stumbling blocks for you. And so that person who was asking me about this, I know they having a tough time. And if you in here and you listening to this video, I have said to you over and over, here's a tool you can use. Encourage yourself. Speak life into yourself. No one is going to speak life into you but you. Kimberly Black, and that's what I would say. I said, the Bible said, call those things as though they are. So I say, yes, I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire. I do own this. I do have this, but I am a successful Black woman. I am strong. I am wise. I am powerful. And undoubtedly and unapologetically me. And just like I am, I had to learn to love me. I don't have all the answer for everyone, but I do know that affirmations will help you. Sweetheart, start doing affirmations. Believe, put in your mind, imagine you sitting in your mansion. Imagine you in the Bahamas with a drink in your hand. Imagine you having so much money you don't know how to spend it. I started imagining stuff like that, and it may sound crazy to people, but Kimberly Black said it best. And I said, call those things as though they are. You must do that. You can't stay stuck. You don't have to stay stuck. You have to find ways to get yourself out of that rut. You're in a rut, sweetheart. And you keep repeating the cycle over and over, and you know who I'm talking to, over and over and over. And you're looking for everyone's approval. You're looking for people to validate who you are. You're looking for people to pat you on their back. And it's not happening. So you have to pat your own self on your back. You have to be proud of whatever little accomplishment you have made. If you stay sober for 30 days, if you was an alcoholic or a person who had a drug habit, if you stay sober for 30 days, applaud yourself, pat yourself on the back, because that's 30 days of being sober. And that's a struggle, a real struggle. But if you allow somebody to say, oh, it ain't nothing but 30 days, that's all shit, you ain't really been so. To knock your spirit down and to speak that negativity into you, you absorb that. And what happens? You fall again. No. Don't worry about how the world see you. Worry about how you see yourself. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for you to come out that rut if you would just believe in yourself. Just encourage yourself. I tell you, I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted that person to know that I didn't forget about you. I'll keep you in prayer, but most of all, you have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and change your life. I can't change it for you. I only could sit here, or if I'm on the phone with you or texting, I only could tell you what works for me and suggest you do those things. And people don't believe that, but it's very, very powerful when you speak life and wisdom into yourself. When you say who you are, undoubtedly who you are, and you stand on it, no one could come by and shake you. You know who you are. You know what you believe. You know what you stand for. And especially if you say you are a Christian person and you believe in the Bible, get in that Bible and see what that Bible tells you. David encouraged himself. He had to encourage himself. No matter what he went through, he encouraged himself. And that's what you got to keep in mind. And that's what affirmations are, believe it or not, is self-encouragement. Take a minute to meditate. Go in a secret place. Create you a place that you have peace and shut your body down. Just shut it down. Take in those positive vibes. Listen to some music. Say a prayer. Ask God to give you the strength that you need. You need help. And your help comes from within, believe it or not. Your help comes from within. Of course, we know it comes from God. But also, you have to help yourself. You have to. Now, I'm not going to be too long. I just wanted to do my morning motivational. I said I was going to get back up and do these. I promised that person I would talk about it. And hopefully you see this video. And, hey, like I always tell you, baby, encourage yourself. Speak life into yourself. Right now, you are walking in a zombie state. You're looking for other people to validate and encourage you and to just drag you along with them. People don't care like that anymore. Everyone is worried about themselves. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are worried about themselves. So you have to worry about yourself as well. So make sure today, if you don't do anything, if you're having a hard time getting started, like I said, when you brush your teeth, speak those affirmations, encourage yourself, sing a song, do something. If you just in the house laying around, please get up and get out, take a walk. In fact, I promised myself that I was going to get my big butt up and walk today. I need to go on a walk. But I really encourage you to encourage yourself. You don't need me. You need yourself. Because what I believe, if I believe you great and you don't believe yourself is great, then what good is that going to do you? You'll never be great. See, I think I'm great. I think I'm beautiful. I think I'm bold. I think I'm wise. I think I'm smart. I think I'm rich. I think I'm prosperous. I think that I live in abundance. I live in happiness. I am telling myself all those things. And that's why you start moving towards those things, and then they will start happening. They're not just going to happen. You have to put some action behind that energy. Like I said, if you think negative, negative stuff will come to you. If you think positive, positive stuff is going to come to you. Start moving towards positivity and not negativity. And when the load gets so heavy, stop and take a couple of breaths and regroup. Sometimes breathing helps too. When I go into my meditation and I listen to some of my guided meditation, or I listen to different people and they'll tell you breathing, just breathe, just take a couple of deep breaths and relax your mind. Your mind travels 1,000,000 miles a minute, I say. I could think of 100 things or more in a minute. Sometimes I just have to quiet my mind. That's what you need to do. Quiet your mind. Think about positive things. Try to move towards them. If you do something, just a little something, it doesn't take much, just a little something to move towards something you desire. Eventually, you'll get there. It'll grow. You'll start gravitating towards it more and more. That's what it's about. It's really about belief in energy. What do you believe? Do you believe you great? Do you believe you beautiful? Do you believe you rich? Do you believe you powerful? Do you believe you strong? Do you believe you a successful entrepreneur? Do you believe you I always say a philanthropist? I'm going to be a philanthropist and I'm working towards that. I am going to be a blessing to many others. So I'm working towards that. So what you believe, you have to work towards. Your desires are reached by working towards it. You can't just sit back and say, oh yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire. Yep, today I think I'm going to wake up and be a millionaire. And you're not working towards being a millionaire. You have to do something every day. And remember, we are very creative people. We are very, very creative. You can create anything if you put your mind to it. I came up with something, you guys, unbelievable. I was home and I was thinking, well, what can I do? And so I work and I use a lot of, washing my hands and also that damn hand sanitizer. My hands was becoming really, really dry, And so I decided to create me a hand cream, and I sell a hand cream. I'll tell y'all a lot about it later, but right now I said, well, my hands are so dry. I need to make something that works for me. And so I got in my kitchen and I got these ingredients and I put them together. And Diva will tell you, I got one hell of a hand cream. You can wash your hands. You can put hand sanitizer. Your hands are still soft and moist. Yeah. They not dried out. And so I created that hand cream. And so little did I know that hand cream would be a hit. And so I sell it, and my customers love it, love it, love it, love it. And the base of it is shea butter, but I added some other stuff to it, and I will be getting that to y'all shortly. I'm working on some stuff. I have reached out to some people to do a website for me, and my hand cream will be on that. But again, you can create something. I told Diva, now, this is just how your mind is so powerful, and you could just create anything, and you can become a businesswoman or man, and you could be a successful one. But it's how much energy, how much time, how you believe in your product. I sell my product. I got my grandchildren sell my product. They can tell you how to sell my product. What makes my product different from another product? My little granddaughter could tell you what I put in there. Why my grandma cream is the best. See, Yeah, you are the captain of your ship. That simple statement motivates me dearly. Love you, mommy. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to your mother. Exactly. You are the captain of your ship. Absolutely. Remember, you are in control of who you are and what you want to be and what you will be. And it starts all in your mind. Each morning you get up with a blank slate. You start painting the picture. Today is going to be a great day. Now, I tell you this, when I told you I took a little sabbatical from here, I call it a little sabbatical, and I start, focus on me, my mental health, and I tell you life was getting greater by the day and is getting greater by the day. Well, I didn't like, and I want to watch what I say, but I don't think I have anyone who works with me, but you never know. But I didn't like my environment. Let me say it that way. I didn't like my environment. And each day I hate it. Seemed like I hate going. Oh my gosh, I gotta go in here with these people. Oh my gosh, I hate this job. And I would just say that every day, and every freaking day it was getting worse. As I go there, it was getting worse. And I was feeling like I hated it more. And that's because I was speaking so much negativity. I was focusing on everything that was happening wrong, that's how I was functioning every day at that job. And that just made me grow stronger in hate for that job. So I said, how to fix this shit? I just can't be that happy. How can I fix this? And I start saying good things about the job. And every day I traveled to the job, I said, well, today's going to be a great day. Today is going to be good. Nothing will stop me from being positive. I don't care what happens today. I'm going to be in a happy place. I'm going to make this the best day ever at this job. And the more I did that, the better the job got. Believe it or not, just by me speaking that every morning made my job better. And I actually like it a little more. And then I also have said to myself, I traveled this road, and shortly I won't be traveling this road because I will be retiring. So in my mind, I was retiring so I can pull this out. You see how that works? In my mind, I was retiring, so I didn't care. I only had to do it for a little more time. So again, your mind is powerful. Use it to work in your best interest. Don't draw negativity in. When negativity approach you, shut that down. Go into a positive direction. It would help you more. It would help you grow more. It will make you become stronger and take control of your life. And then you'll start loving yourself more. You'll start loving yourself more. You won't be looking for people validations when you learn to love yourself a little more. Love who you are. We all are broken. I'm broken. I'm just putting the pieces. See, I'm dust and I'm turning myself into diamonds. That's simple, but it takes a while. You just got to put the pieces together. So I hope you heard this message this morning. I hope you take heed to what I was saying. I know your situation right now is not the best situation. You need to learn somehow to get out of that situation and stop going back to that situation. You know who I'm talking to. Pick yourself up. Speak life into yourself every morning and do something every day that will draw you closer to your goal or to where you want to be. It's not going to come to you on a silver platter. You have to go out there and you have to create that new wonderful life that you want. I hope everyone creates a new wonderful life that they want. You may be in this place. You may be delayed at where you want to be, but you're still destined to get to greatness if that's where you want to be. It takes a little time. Nothing in life is easy, especially when you talking about being great. You got to do a whole lot of work, and you can't expect everyone else to do the work for you. Make sure you pay attention to who you hang around with, who's you listening to, who you rolling with, you know, who you call your friends. Are they bringing you up? Are they helping you advance? Or are they knocking you down? If you're not helping me get up, and elevate, then I don't need you in my life. Simple is just that simple. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Thank you all for joining me this morning. As always, let's get ready to close out with this. If you see your king's crown crooked, help him straighten it up. If you see your queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are our joint heirs. You know what an heir is, right? They are our future. They are looking to inherit something other than stress and mess. They're looking to inherit generational wealth, and I hope we are still working on it. And as always, be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take you much to bless someone. A simple hello, how are you this morning? You look beautiful. Oh, I love that hat. Can I buy that cup of coffee for you? Here's a couple of dollars for lunch. You look absolutely radiant. I'll grab those groceries. Oh, I'll get that door for you. I hope that we all are trying to do something to just add a little bit of love to this world. We already know this world is out of control. We see the demons are running deep. So make sure you are prayed up and you are in your right frame of mind to tackle what's going on in this world, because they are running deep. And I know we enjoy YouTube. I know we love watching the mess, but let's remember, whatever we take in is what we put out. Whatever energy we take in is the energy 9 times out of 10 we give out as well. And whatever energy we give out is what energy we receive. Be positive. Have a great day. Be blessed and don't stress. I'll talk to y'all later. Let me get ready to get out of here.